If you're doing anything creative, you know that at some point that you are lack of creativity or you're blocked or something. So YouTube has been my source of stealing ideas, looking for inspirations for a long time, because the content on YouTube today is actually insane. So without further ado, I'm gonna share a few of my favorite YouTube channels that I follow and learn from on a daily basis. I'm gonna break it into sections for different purpose in terms of watching, because sometimes I watch for fun, sometimes I watch if I want to learn stuff. So the first section is creative geniuses. These are the people who are just like actual creative genius. They just come up with their original ideas all the time, and then you look at it, you are like, wow, nobody has done that before, or nobody has done it that way. So that's really cool. So these are the people. First up is Gox. Actually, wait a second. Now that is Gox. Gox is not an unfamiliar name. He's huge. His work has always been very well done. The attention to detail, I know this is kind of like a word that people throw around all the time, but this guy's attention to every single frame, and then just like throughout his whole video, this guy just record all his stuff with massive intention to every single shot he put into his video. The craziest part is that if you look at his earlier work is even crazier, with all sorts of like interesting thing. Popping out every like 30 seconds or like 20 seconds, there will be one shot you're like, whoa, that's really cool, I haven't seen that before, or nobody has done that very often. What's even more impressive is his video is all like 10 minutes, more than 10 minutes, 20 minutes long. So of all that long time, you can definitely find one shot that you kind of borrow his camera movement. His gears are not, he's not a techie guy. He doesn't use like crazy gears like a lot of other YouTubers. I think he keeps his tools pretty simple, which means all his movement you can kind of, it's limited to like an indie kind of level, which you can definitely do that yourself once you figure out how. So second part is, I call this color grading and framing freaks. This section is a shout out to those that just like look at their work and then each frame is just pretty. It's just really pretty. Wow, it's so pretty. Yeah. So the first up is Danny Jewers. I've been following Danny for quite a long time, and then he did his first feature. He did a lot of shorts. He did brand collabs. He's a proper DP. He's a proper I think director at this point, because he just directed his feature. This guy just like the color grading and like how he frames his shot and how he edits is definitely from like a DP or director kind of a mind. He's not like a YouTube or content creator anymore. The things he edit falls into the professional world. And I think this is something that you can just look at his video and kind of break it down and get a sense of like, if you do that, you will be hired, is what I'm saying. And just how he frames every single frame, as well as how it connects to each other. I think that's something, it's just really professional, so to speak. Professional as in a way that it just looks like what we will see on like a YouTube commercial, or what you can see from like a big commercial or something. First thing that draws me to him was his like breakdown or his whole behind the scene of how he made his first feature. And it's just really interesting to see the whole behind the scene and the whole streamline from the beginning to the end. And he also does a lot of his own like fake commercial thing. And I think a lot of YouTubers I say YouTuber in a good way, like a lot of people are kind of following that trend. I think it's a good thing that you don't necessarily need a brand to sponsor you yet to like say, oh, let's do a fake one first and then see how good I can make it. The last section is like, I call it like breakdown videos, where like what they done at the point and what the result they yielded. So the first one is Digital Spaghetti. This guy, and by the way, Digital Spaghetti, actually, a lot of YouTubers I mentioned here, he actually personally, or they interviewed them, and then it's really worth to listening to. They have their own podcast / thing. It's just really inspiring to watch, and then kind of to know the behind the scene and all the thing, what they are thinking when they we're shooting this, and then like obviously you can copy all the styles, you can copy all the things, but it's the most valuable is that how their brain works behind creating this. Then you can kind of copy the same mindset. There's a lot of podcasts in the world. There's a lot of like interview kind of slash podcast thing happening, but Digital Spaghetti is just something, I'm talking about this guy, the interviewer himself. He is really, really good at interviewing people, and he's like, obviously this goes into editing and everything, but the result he put out is just something that was immense care, and he knows what question to ask, he knows when to react, he knows how to bring out what the interviewee are thinking, and the video from it is like, it just flows. And this is why I love watching Digital Spaghetti, is that this whole chunk I can watch it, and then he kind of did all the heavy lifting for me, and I just watch it and I can kind of, there's always something getting out of it. Yeah, I think those are some of my favorite YouTube channel that like I draw experience and I draw inspiration from. I hope this is kind of helpful for you. And obviously I left out a lot of crazy. I'm actually super surprised when I was like browsing internet, and it's like so many well done and like very refined work happening on YouTube, and I really, really love it. And I think if there's anyone you like to share with us, please do, and leave a comment, and then we all want to, check out other people and then see what everyone's doing, and then, yeah, do our own stuff.